in my last episode of Twisted History, I kind of thought it was a dead idea. Like, come on, the history of Roblox hats, who on earth would ever watch that? Turns out, a lot of people would watch that. But I was curious, why now? Why are these videos suddenly now getting traction? Are there that many people out there who would even care? But as I read more and more comments and Roblox released more and more updates that affect the history of the site in a negative way, I realized something. Whether I wanted to admit it or not, this series has helped keep alive the lore and meaning behind these items. As mentioned in my last video, which kind of did insane numbers, thank you for that, Roblox hats are becoming commodified. The special status that a Sparkle Time fedora or a Dominus once held are being eaten away by the ocean of knockoffs that have been released as a consequence of public UGC. So for this next round of Twisted History videos, keep that in mind. And look at this as my way of trying to keep Roblox history alive, no matter what Roblox themselves tries to do to erase it. With that being said, let's finally pick up where we left off, with Clockwork's headphones. Clockwork's headphones have quite an interesting name. If you look at them, they don't look like they have anything to do with clocks, so why the weird name? Well, the reason behind the name Clockwork's headphones, as you may have guessed, is because these headphones were originally created by an old former Roblox admin by the name of Clockwork. Back then, Roblox was still testing hats, and administrators could even make their own, not unlike the UGC program that we have now. Clockwork decided to upload two hats, the shades and the headphones. It's the reason Clockwork is imbued on the shades. In fact, there are two main versions of Clockwork's headphones just like the shades. There's a version uploaded by Clockwork just titled Headphones, and then there's the official Roblox-made Clockwork's headphones. The original Clockwork version is glitched and has been replaced with a default part since it uses really old naming conventions. Roblox completely glitched the item to where it reads invalid hat to delete, which is pretty odd. As for the public version, they were released all the way back in 2007 for 3,392 Robux, and only around 3,000 of them were ever sold. Compare that to today, where there are only about 1,600 copies left, and that's almost half of the total copies of this hat that are still around. There were three main recolors of the Clockwork's headphones, the first of which being the Work Clock headphones, literally an inverted version of the Clockwork headphones. These were only sold from 2014 to 2019 during the legendary Memorial Day sale that Roblox used to have. In fact, they're probably the reason why the Memorial Day sale was so famous. These are surprisingly not limited, and honestly, I hope it stays that way. Yes, I know, shocking, right? Here's the thing, there's like 30,000 copies of this hat. That's 10 times the amount of the Clockwork's headphones. So even if they did go limited, they wouldn't be worth nearly as much as the originals. Also, as a side note and a completely unbiased opinion of mine, only the coolest people wear the Work Clock headphones. I know the OGs are the most adored, but there's just something about the Work Clocks that are just way cooler. Next, we have the recycled cardboard Clockworks, released in April 21st, 2014. These, I'm assuming, were an Earth Day special, as Roblox used to release a lot of recycled cardboard items for Earth Day. There are even less of this item than there are of the original headphones, which is weird because they're valued way less. Maybe it's because they're ugly, but honestly, I don't really know. Next is one of the most confusing entries in this entire series, the Clockwork Heart Phones. The only member of this series that has a different mesh entirely. The Clockwork Heart Phones were released alongside the Work Clock series in 2017 for the Memorial Day sale. I mean, like, okay, they're just the original headphones, but worse in every single possible way. Not only is the mesh painfully bad, because it's just literally the original mesh but pinched down at one end to make it look like a heart, but the colors of the R and the L are toned way down, so instead of being white, they're more like a weird gray. Just bad, just everything bad. They suck. I'm lumping the next two hats together because they're basically the same. However, while one is elevated to limited status and adored by many, the other has kind of been left to rot, which is weird because one of them is red and one of them is blue. The blue one was released on Christmas of 2017 and went limited, and the red one released on Memorial Day of 2018 and didn't go limited. Why? I mean, like, what's the point of just one of these being limited? They're clearly supposed to be twins. Like, come on guys, give the red headphone owner some slack. Alright, so those were all the original Clockwork headphones and their variation. Now it's time for the spin-offs. There are two major spin-offs of these headphones, and why this video is so long. The CW Ultimates and the WC Ultimates. Diamond pattern versions of both the Clockwork headphones and the Work Clock headphones, as the name would suggest. Each series has 6 items, and they were all supposed to be made out of a different gemstone. The CW Ultimates, because they're based off the Clockworks, have a very dark coloration. Compare that to the WC Ultimates, based off of the Work Clock headphones, that have a much lighter palette. Every single member of the CW Ultimate series was originally offered for 20,000 Robux, and went limited at a later date. But what's really interesting about these hats are the descriptions. They all read, "They're playing your jam," and then the name of a song. However, each of the names of the songs for each hat is tied to something in Roblox's universe that I have yet to discuss. The factions. That's right, a long time ago, Roblox had real official factions, originating in the form of blog posts from 2011. Roblox admin Sorkus decided to create factions to test out ideas for items with. These items are everywhere in the Roblox catalog. Core Blocks, Knights of the Splintered Skies, Red Cliff, Overseers, and many others. The CW Ultimate series has many references to these factions and former Roblox employees. The Sapphire Serenity clearly mentions Core Blocks, Emerald Entropy mentions the Overseers, Amethyst Addiction mentions Azure Wrath, Wolfenite Will references Gus Manak, the creator of Apocalypse Rising, Rose Quartz Rebellion references the Orbital Flute Strike item for some reason, and Ruby Rapture references the Red Cliff Army. I'm gonna need you to click the subscribe button for that tongue twister I just said. Fellow YouTuber Nitro Lord has actually made 2 videos about the factions of Roblox, and they're extremely detailed, so watch that if you're interested in wanting to learn more. On the other side of the coin, we have the WC Ultimate series. These don't reference any factions or anything like that, but they still reference some notable members of the Roblox community. Sugalite Satisfaction references Bright Eyes, Aquamarine Attitude references the Monterey Bay Aquarium, I guess? And Garnet Gratitude references Coat Pocket Ninja, who is another admin. Like the CW Ultimates, the WC Ultimates were also all timed items that costed 20,000 Robux. However, the Pink Diamond Distraction did come from a gift that actually costed 25,000 Robux, but other than that, everything else is the same. Alright, so now that we're done with those, the last thing on the bill are the weird outcasts of the Clockwork headphones series. Items that don't really fit in the original set, nor the Ultimate spin-offs. Starting with the Adderite headphones. Yes, you heard me, not Clockwork's Adderite headphones or Adderite Clockwork headphones, just Adderite headphones. Released in August of 2014, these could have been acquired if you redeemed a $25 Roblox gift card in the month of August. Meanwhile, its brother, the Viridian headphones, were just on sale in 2014 for 5,000 Robux. Also another version of the Clockwork headphones that does not have Clockwork in the name.
Hello, Ghost in the Machine here. There's a very recent pair of Clockwork headphones that I missed. The gold Clockworks. These were obtained by using a gift card last month. However, they're ugly, so instead of Ghost himself talking about that, he hired me. I do not get paid enough. Please help me.
Also, there's this hat that's listed in the series for some reason called the Timework Clock Phones. The only way I could imagine that this is in the series is because it has work and clock in the same name. But come on, they look nothing like the original Clockwork headphones. Not to mention, they're just normal items, not from a gift, not from a sale, and they aren't even limited and you can still buy them. And with that just about wraps up the Clockworks headphones series. Sorry that it took such a comical amount of time to make this video, but hey, at least we're here now. These headphones mean a lot to me. They were the first limited items that I ever really wanted, up there with the original Sparkle Time Fedora. As for their larger impact, I bet you could name at least 3 YouTubers and 3 developers who wear the Clockworks headphones, or at least some variant of them. I mean, heck, you can even include me in that list. Anyway, that's about it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.